Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, the Integration of Body, Mind, Soul, and Spirit. I'm also the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame, romance, general readings, life, path, and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. And don't forget to download the free Twin Flames Affirmation Meditation. The link is below. Welcome to the Twin Flame Union Energies. Messages for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and the couple. Today is Monday, and it is July 11th, 2022. How are you doing, Twin Flame? Tomorrow, we're going to have our tarot readings live stream at 5 p.m. Pacific time for the full moon in Capricorn, which is happening on July 13th. So do join us for that. To start, we are going to say a blessing over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Archangels, Angels of God, Twin Flames, Guardian Angels, let this reading be the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. Romance angels, twin flame angels, please help twin flames around the world understand what they need to know to learn and to grow. So we're going to start with the Divine Feminine Twin Flames. So Divine Feminines, Guardian Angels, what are Divine Feminines in this collective learning this week? Let's see. Next, we are picking from the Archangel Oracle deck for Divine Feminines first. So Divine Feminines and Divine Feminine Guardian Angels. Finally, we're working with a World of Answers Oracle. This is the deck my sister and I did. And the link is below if you'd like to order that deck. So for Divine Feminines. Okay, and let's move on over to Divine Masculines. Divine Masculine Twin Flames. Okay, and let's move to the Archangel Oracle for Divine Masculines. And finally, a World of Answers for the Divine Masculine Twin Flame. All right, and let's move to the Twin Flame couple. Twin Flame Union Energies, please and thank you. Okay, Archangel, Twin Flame Union. And for a World of Answers Oracle for the Twin Flame couple. All right, so finally we're going to do the romance cards. So Romance Angels, Twin Flame Angels. For the Twin Flame couple, what are they learning in romance and this romantic energy this week? And then we're gonna get a qualifier for that. And that's from this deck called the Messages of Love. So the qualifier for the romance energy, please and thank you. And finally, we're going to get messages from Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine Twin Flames. DM, from your heart space, what are your messages to your Divine Feminine, please? Divine Masculine's Guardian Angels, Divine Masculine's Higher Spiritual Self. What would you say to your DF if you could? All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with Divine Feminines, of course, per usual. So let's get a read. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know, okay, so let's just read the overall energy first and then I'll show you the cards. Does that sound like a plan? So we are in this overcoming difficulties energy. And when we speak of that, I am seeing emotional difficulties as being the primary difficulty that you're overcoming, Divine Feminine. I really do feel for Divine Feminines, they are literally on the precipice, on the cusp of finishing everything that they need to finish when it comes to emotional healing. It's kind of like you're almost to the top of the mountain and it can be downhill from now on. You're not climbing up any longer. Because the first two cards, and I'm going to show the tarot card last, we got improving emotional health and overcoming difficulties. Improving emotional health and overcoming difficulties. There with Archangel Jeremiah. I do feel that this is the last bit of the emotional work that you're having to do. If this resonates with you, I feel like you're at that precipice, like you're just about to reach the top, the summit of the mountain. And it will be a downhill battle from here. Because look what I got. 3 of Fire, 3 of Wands. Now this is about good things coming in. It's about being patient, that the treasure chest is going to come in. The ship is going to come in. Now, all these cards have a rather watery energy, even though this is showing mountains. I do feel that there's this kind of like water energy, this emotional energy as well. This one shows mountains too, and they are overlooking, and there's usually like a lake, and then you're looking up at the mountains. So I do feel like you are truly ready to get rid of all of this emotional baggage. You are truly ready to let it all go. And when you reach the top, when you reach the precipice, it'll all be downhill from there, and in a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way. It's like you've gotten to the top of the mountain, you've released your baggage, and now you're ready to have an easy ride downhill, and it's not going to be an uphill climb. And so if you've been feeling Divine Feminine kind of at your wit's end emotionally, and you're just feeling that the burden has been rather heavy, just know that it's going to lighten up. The burden will lighten up very soon for you. Divine Masculines, however, no, this is not a bad energy, honestly. Divine Masculines are still needing to find that faith, strength in their higher power, strength in God to be able to move forward with their twin flame journey. Because here we have 4 of Wands, 4 of Fire, which is about twin flame union, happy couplehood, marriage, living together, moving in together, happy home, solid foundation in a relationship with let go and let God. And Archangel Michael says you are safe, Divine Masculines. You can make the moves you're thinking of making. You can do the things you're thinking of doing. This is like you are protected all along the way. Archangel Michael is telling you this, Divine Masculine. Because Divine Masculine, you have been lacking in your faith. Your faith is what is going to protect you and keep you moving forward on your twin flame journey. Your lack of faith is what is keeping you stuck. It's keeping you in fear mode. It's keeping you from moving forward adequately and with measured steps forward toward this 4 of Wands. Your joy, your happiness, your solid foundation, everything you've dreamed of, Divine Masculine, everything that you've ever wanted and ever desired is going to be held back if you can't find your faith. So let's look. Oh my God, so much fire energy, so much Wands energy in all 3 sides of this reading. We have all Wands cards for the twin flame couple. I believe the greater message at hand here, the greater message at hand is intuition over logic. Let's say that again. The greater message here is intuition over logic. Because here is the major problem. The major problem is you have been trusting in your logic on the twin flame journey more than your intuition, more than listening to angelic guidance. Now, even if you have been listening to your intuition a little bit, you've been letting the logical mind override it. Because here we have the 10 of fire, 10 of wands with do more research. And I don't think this is for you to do more research. I think you've been doing research. And that is your problem. Because we have this 10 of wands, 10 of fire, which is overburdened, carrying too much of the heavy weight, carrying too much of the heavy burden, and doing too much darned research on this twin flame journey. And it's almost like do less research. Because what has happened is it's kept you in your logical mind. It's kept you locked in the logical mind and not trusting your intuition, not trusting in heaven's guidance. This is for both of you, feminines and masculines. You've been psychoanalyzing everything. You've been hyper researching everything. And it's time to back away from that. It has created a huge burden for you. And it's time to move toward your claircognizance. Claircognizance are intuitive messages coming through your thoughts. Intuition coming through your mind. And Archangel Uriel is saying, I am sending you these messages in your thoughts. And it's not going to come in books. It's not going to come through research, in other words. Because I have a stark feeling that divine masculines especially, but also divine feminines, have been trying to find their answers for the twin flame journey in psychoanalysis. Okay, so for example, let's take a favorite word that everyone seems to like, narcissism. So now you're like diving deep into books on narcissism, or let's say like abusive relationships. Then you're diving deep into books on abusive relationships. And then let's say codependency. Then you're diving deep into books on codependency. While it is nice to learn all these concepts, okay, I'm not saying don't learn. I'm not saying that at all. Learn your concepts. Heal your wounds. Look into that. Of course you need to look into that. But what I'm saying is don't let it override your intuitive thoughts that are coming in from higher spirit. Okay? Because that is a skill that you're going to need to hone. Let's look at the romance energy now. I do believe that this is another period of awakening for both of you. Now, as you well know, or maybe you don't know, so I'm here to tell you this. Awakening comes in stages. Awakening is not a straight line. It's like a messy, messy cluster of things. It's never a linear thing. It's very messy and it's kind of clustered. So it tends to come in waves. It tends to come in almost like stages, if you will, where you have this like burst through awakening and then you're learning, you're calibrating. Then it's kind of level for a while. Could be level for like weeks, months, maybe even years. And then you go through another awakening and it's just like another level of cluster of weird things. And then you're going to have to calibrate and learn and get used to certain things. And so right now, I do feel that you guys are in another stage of this major awakening. Now, for feminines, it is this stuff. Improving their emotional health and getting over those difficulties, but the cusp of the mountain, right? Kind of like, whoop, you're getting ready to go over the top of the mountain. So for divine feminines, it's a lot about that emotional healing, but you're almost done with it, of that, last stages of learning. For divine masculines, it's more about spiritual connection and learning to trust in God and stop getting into their heads. Trust that the angels are looking out for them. Trust that Archangel Michael has their back. And just stop getting it all caught up in your head, Divine Masculine. So that's part of their awakening they're needing to really get a hold of. And I think both twin flames are learning to trust in spirit, just more. Just more. Trust in those intuitive messages more. So here we have awakening, and we have love yourself first. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. I mean, that is like, I write about that in my upcoming book. I have like an entire chapter on that. It's probably like 25 or 26 pages long. I have an entire chapter dedicated to that. And how to do it, what to do. It's so important. And so that self-love, that self-respect, knowing your self-worth is so hard for us as empaths to not only learn, but implement. So that is what you guys are learning in the romantic sector. DM says, I'm hiding my real feelings, not just from you, but from myself. Yeah, too much in their head, right? Divine Masculine, needing to trust spirit that it is okay to open up. And just too much up here in the logical mind. I think you're my destiny. If that's true, that means change. I find change scary. Yeah, too much in the head, not enough in the heart. Too much in your head, Divine Masculine, not enough in your heart. And that's why Archangel Michael is coming into Divine Masculine and saying, you are safe. You are safe, Divine Masculine. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. So Divine Masculine is staying in fear and then the logical mind. Archangel Michael is saying to Divine Masculines, you're safe. You have nothing to fear. You are safe. You need to let go and let God, like let go of your fear and let God. Because if you say, Divine Masculine, I think you're my divine destiny, which means change, this is what you want, the Four of Fire. You want the divine destiny because this is a twin flame card. This is your divine destiny, Divine Masculine. So it's about trusting in spirit for both of you. Trust in spirit, trust in your intuition, trust in your intuitive messages. Intuition over logic. You need to start trusting more. Again, another concept I actually write about in my upcoming book. So I would say meditate this week. If there's one remedy this week, meditate. Meditate morning, noon, and night, or in the very least, morning and night. Meditate. That's going to get you to trust more in your intuition. And I have a meditation course. You can take it. It's online on my website. But I mean, in my ideal world, every twin flame would be meditating. That would be my ideal world. So I hope this was helpful, twin flame. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or meditation course. You can also join my group coaching. The link is below. And I will see you in the next video.